So the main motivation for Work Package 2 is to reduce the uncertainty or reduce the complexity in current climate projections. Okay? So the background really is that there's a lot of climate projection information out there. There are hundreds of climate simulations, and they represent our uncertainty in the climate processes in the real world, and try and translate that to what that could mean for how the climate can change in the future. But that diversity and complexity and huge amounts of information is a real barrier for many people to make use of. And so the first part of Work Package 2 to reduce the uncertainty is looking at methodologies where you can rule out less credible, less plausible parts of the current climate projection spread. So we're developing methodologies to evaluate those simulations against the real world. And the key thing we're looking for is where there's robust messages that come out from all those different diverse methodologies that you could develop and adopt. And so that's what we're doing in Work Package 2. So the other half of Work Package 2 is to reduce the complexity, and we're doing that by adopting climate narrative approaches. So an example of a climate narrative would be to identify a central and a high-end climate change response for the variables you're interested in, and that enables you to look at how your vulnerability to climate could change onto that central but high-end but still plausible changes. So small number of cases, you reduce that big complexity to something you can handle, and we're developing methodologies that will enable users of climate projection information to do that. So another narrative example is extreme weather events in the past, and looking at how those extreme weather events could change onto a global warming scenario. And that's useful because many users know their own vulnerability to historical events, and so they have a way of making use of that information in the future. So those are two narrative approaches. Okay, so those are examples of how you could reduce the uncertainty and reduce the complexity, and that's the kind of main motivation for Work Package 2.